Hey, let's set up the first project of the course. So head to your command line. Now for this course, either use an existing directory where you like to keep your projects, or you can create a new one for this course. I'm going to make a new directory called React Hooks, and then I'm going to navigate into it using the cd command. Now we're going to bootstrap a React project using the npx tool. So this tool allows you to execute node package binaries and automatically install them if they're not already on your local machine. So it ships automatically with Node. So if you end up with an error using npx, you likely don't have the latest version of Node installed yet. If you need to update or install Node, head to the software installations article in the introductory section of this course, where you can find detailed instructions on installing or updating Node. Okay, we're going to use npx to invoke the create React app binary. And as of this course, it's at version 2.1.3, so have at 2.1.3. You're going to want to install the version so that your installed project is consistent with the one that you end up seeing in this course. And then the argument for create React app itself is the name of the project. And in this case, we're calling the application home. So npx is going to install create React app if it's not there already. And then it will use a create React app tool to go ahead and set up an overall React project. After some time, it should complete, and go ahead and pause the video until yours is done. It might take around a minute or so. All right, once it's done, you should see output very similar to this. So go ahead and navigate into the new project. If you ls, you should see that there are a bunch of files related to the React project automatically installed thanks to create React app. Now the one of interest is the package.json file, so go ahead and cat it out, and what you should see is that there are already installed dependencies, React and React DOM. Now this version of create React app doesn't use the upgraded versions of these packages, which does include React hooks. So that's the point of this course. So let's install different versions of the packages which do support React hooks. We're going to install, so npm I React at version 16.8.0-alpha.1, and likewise React-DOM at 16.8.0-alpha.1, and then add these -- save flag, so that way these get updated as dependencies with their version numbers in this section of the package.json file. All right, so that should take a few seconds to update, and then once it's done, you're going to want to open up the project in your preferred code editor. Now I use Visual Studio Code, and if you want to try it out, there's directions for installing Visual Studio Code in the software installations article as well. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up in my code editor. Allow me to drag it up over here. By the way, to make this full screen, I use a tool called SizeUp. It is a paid developer tool, but there are free alternatives out there which allow you to shortcut things like going halfway across the left to the right or full screen, etc. Okay, create React app comes with a lot of template code that we actually don't need, and mainly that's in the source directory. So let's delete a few of these files. We won't need logo svg, neither do we need app.css, we don't need service worker.js nor app.test.js. Once you have those deleted, you're going to need to clean up a few of these files which are still referencing those deleted ones. So in index.js, well, we're going to delete that whole service worker bit. So delete everything referencing the service worker. We don't need those lines. All right. And with the index.js file cleaned up, we also need to clean up app.js. We're no longer importing app.css, nor are we importing logo.svg. While we're here, let's also significantly cut down the render method to return the JSX for a div that only says app. So over here, the class name can still be app, but the entire content is only going to be a div with the inner content and text of app. All right, cool. We're almost ready to start this project up. The last bit that we need is the CSS that we're going to be using throughout this project. The focus of this course isn't on styling, so I don't want you to have to spend time writing CSS classes, selectors, and figuring out the intricacies of CSS, etc. So to save some time, head to the official course repository at github.com/reacthookscourse. Again, the overall URL is github.com/15dcats/reacthookscourse. head to the home project, go to source, and then find index.css. Go ahead and click the raw button, then copy the entire body of contents, so all these classes, and then paste them in within index.cs within your project. Cool. Now, as the app is built, we're going to be applying these class names to various components here and there. If you're interested in any of the stylings that end up showing up within the application as you view it, thanks to these class names, refer back to this index.css file to see what's going on. All right, with that in, let's go ahead and start up the project. Head back to the command line, head into the home directory and fire npm run start. You could also do npm start for short, but the shortcut only exists for npm start related to the scripts command in the package.json as a special case. So I like to use a more explicit npm run start because it reminds me to specify run for other scripts like npm run build, npm run dev, or npm run test, etc. when I have to execute those. But if all goes well, React script should automatically open up your project at localhost 3000 on your browser. Neat. And you should see the text of app. All right, with that set up, let's start writing our first bit of code with React hooks in the next one. Hey, if you're enjoying this content, be sure to head to the full course at udemy.com/reacthooks tutorial. Since you're coming from YouTube, I'm giving you access to the course at the max discount Udemy lets me create. I've posted details in the video description, and be sure to visit my website at davidtkatz.com as well, where you can find links to connect with me. All right, see you in the next one.